Alrighty, y'all. Got a egg on. We're taking a look at some things, if we haven't learned enough already, some more things that are pretty unique about the land down under. Of course, we're talking about Australia, one of the most interesting places on Earth. Starting it out with some recent news, at least I think it's pretty recent. We have two different posts showing this event, and that would be, I guess there were some big hailstones in Brisbane about a week ago. As of the time I'm recording this, there's a look at this one. And you see the hand, this person's hand for reference. It is literally the size of their hand. That is absolutely scary, man. I hate hail. I don't think many people are, fond of hail, to be fair, but it scares me. It can just do so much damage so quickly, right? Not to mention, I don't think this would feel good if this is falling on you, at a couple dozen at a time. Check out this, too. I mean, this is presumably from the same storm. It was around the same day, same city. I mean, this is taking up both his hands, right? This thing is like a straight up softball. It's freaky, right? My only hope is people watching this, if you're watching from Australia, especially near Brisbane, I hope everyone was safe. And really, I hope no one's house, no one's cars got just pummeled by this stuff. This stuff's gotta hurt. Dang, that'll leave a mark. Yeah, who would have thought the Australian version of something is particularly lethal? Yeah, I mean, there's not a theme there with anything else, right? Although at least it probably isn't poisonous. At least as far as we know. Now, moving on, this was a hole left by one of those hailstones. I'm sorry, I had to. Horrible joke. This is a gold mine built into the side of a lake. I thought I'd show this just because, I'm not a miner, right? I've never done this type of thing. I know the basic concept, but I feel like it's kind of fascinating and wild how much mining can happen, right? When you see it done like this, when you see the surrounding landscape and then you see like, boom, that hole, right? I mean, that is actually insane, especially when it's literally in the side of a lake. It's just kind of hard to comprehend, at least for me, like how they carve that much out, like how deep that actually goes, right? It may be hard to get a sense of scale here, but, this is one of those things where it's like, this is freaking huge. Now, I've touched on this before. I don't remember seeing this stat, though. So, public phones, pay phones, all these things, these disappeared, I feel like 2 decades ago, but maybe it was like a decade ago. I'm not exactly sure when. But these are long gone here in the U.S., at least from what I've seen. Meanwhile, in Australia, you have public telephones once slated for obsolescence, as mobile devices appeared in every hand, are increasingly becoming the last lifeline for the nation's most vulnerable people. More than 300,000 free phone calls were made from public phones across Australia to 000, Lifeline, 1-800-RESPECT, and other life-saving services in the past year. Public phones were made free for calls within Australia back in 2021, and free Wi-Fi at some booths was introduced the following year. Again, this is freaking awesome. I think it's smart, it's cool, it's nice, it's kind of all the above, right? I just think this makes sense. And it's one of the many things that Australia has that is very clever and is one of those where it's like, why doesn't everyone else do this, right? Talk about absolutely mind-bending. Is this the way these birds behave? Okay, so take a look. For generations, Australia's Aboriginal peoples told stories about birds starting fires to hunt. For a long time, it was thought to be just a myth up to now. I mean, to be fair, you might hear that and it does sound a little far-fetched, right? It just sounds a little out there. But science has confirmed that at least 3 species of Australian birds of prey, the Milan tag, the whistling hawk, and the grey hawk, have surprising behavior. They carry lit branches on their beaks or claws and drop them into dry areas to spark new fires. This is crazy. Also, screw you guys. Stop doing that. Australian animals taking it to the extreme once again. Some birds just want to watch the world burn. Australia is full of Pokemons, to be exact. Pokemon, I think, but We'll take it. It's funny. I haven't heard this before, but I instantly agree. And this next one, thankfully, is one of the nicer, cute animals in Australia, although those seem to be rare because everything in Australia seems dangerous and weird. Yeah, the quokka. Quite the contrary. Formerly native to Australia, is known to be the happiest animal on the planet. That is amazing that this was, basically measurable, right? Like, is there any denying that this is the happiest animal on the planet? Look how cute they are, right? These are just incredible. We've said it before. I don't care. They're too cute, man. That has got to be the happiest animal on the planet. Who could contest that, right? What animal can you bring to the table that is happier than this? Come on. They're the best. Also, people in the comments did mention this formerly native thing, which I actually wanted to say. I didn't know if I was interpreting it wrong. This makes it sound like, it was native to Australia a while ago. Now it's not. So I don't know what they mean by this. People in the comments don't know either. Maybe this OP just made a mistake. Or there's something I don't know. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, we're back to the extreme again. If we didn't already have enough big, enormous, alien-like animals and bugs and insects and everything in Australia, well, now there's more being discovered. How exciting. Oh, how exciting.
Has been abducted by aliens. There she is.
Wow. And it has huge wings.
Has been
How pleasant.
abducted by aliens.
That thing is literally almost as long as this guy's arm.
Alien.
And of course, the Australians are just laughing, having a great time, totally calm, collected. Oh my God, you guys are built different. Well, talk about unique. Even the hotel opportunities can be unique in Australia. Australia apparently has a hotel where you can live next to tigers. Yep, that's a tiger. And then right next to the bed.
No, but thank you for showing me.
What? Whose idea was this? Oh, I mean, why not have a nice relaxing bath, right? Get a little champagne, get a little bath bomb in there, and just watch the huge predator right beside the bathtub. I mean, there's only just a little bit of glass separating you guys. It should be fine, right? I'm sorry, this is wild. Indeed. I'm into having different perspectives and I'm all for interesting attractions, hotels, experiences, yada, yada. But I'm not sure this is high on my bucket list. Well, another unique aspect of Australia right here. Look at this Toyota. This is not just any Toyota, though. This one's built for the crabs. There's no sound. Dang it. This is really cool. Look at that. How freaking awesome is that? Look at the ingenuity. It gently pushes them out of the way so they can drive through these paths, because I learned about this probably a couple years back. These crabs, I think it mostly happens on Christmas Island in Australia, right? These things take over, and I mean take over to the point where you can't even see the ground, right? I mean, it's millions of them, at least it seems like. The fact that they actually come up with this kind of stuff, right? How freaking cool is that? And look at the police in Western Australia. Maserati seized by Western Australia police due to ongoing dangerous driving. It will be used as a safety promotion and PR vehicle before being sold, and the proceeds going to road safety programs. I gotta say, I'm not like a super Maserati fan, just for the fact I don't know much about them. I like them as much as the next guy, right? It's a nice, exotic looking car. I have to say, it actually looks very well. Like, it looks phenomenal as a police car in this livery. Then again, I kind of remembered that I typically really like the different Australian state police liveries. I think they're really cool. I love how they're so, I don't know, well thought out, busy looking. I like the color schemes. They're very high vis, right? I think it's awesome. And I just find it bizarre that we don't go this approach much in the U.S. police departments. But yeah, this thing looks awesome as a police car. I dig it for sure. So you'll have to let me know. Seriously, let me know if you have had the pleasure of seeing this, or maybe some other interesting police cars, from wherever you're watching. That would be cool. This is awesome. And we're going to end it on a little bit of a throwback. I know it is, towards the end of the year now. It's big holiday season. It's Christmas season. It's winter up here in the Northern Hemisphere, although it's about to be summer in the Southern Hemisphere. So don't worry, I remembered. But, Halloween was sort of recent, right? Like about a month ago. And I thought this was absolutely genius. This is how someone celebrated their decorations for Halloween in Australia. Cold played, indeed. Hopefully you got that reference. If you didn't, just look up, a couple caught on camera at the Coldplay concert. This all makes sense. I also see that this was in Brisbane, so hopefully the hail did not take them out. One can hope that these were taken down in time. Well, that flew by. This was maybe a little bit of a shorter one. I'm not sure, but it was a lot of fun. I certainly hope you enjoyed. And God, the fact that Australia still has this much unique and interesting stuff going after all this time, truly mind-blowing. Yeah, I always enjoy it. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. But that is it. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.